K-Town, Cowtown. Fort Worth, Texas is our location today for leg 1 of 2 of our Fort Worth doubleheader on the Antler Sports Network. Hello, everybody. Jared Jones here in the broadcast booth for this presentation of high school football on ASN1. It's the Paris of Polytechnic hosting the Rough Riders of Saginaw in this district matchup that has seen two teams that are on retrospectively different sides of the perennial spectrum as we enter week 3 of the 2024 season. The Parents of Polytechnic coming into this game with a record of 0-2. Well, lost in the season opener 49-14 against the Rams of Mineral Wells, and their most recent matchup just last week, a 32-6 loss against the Carrollton Creekview Mustangs. For the Saginaw Rough Riders, on the other side, back-to-back wins, 2-0 perfect so far in this young season, led by head coach Mike Peters. They have 2 wins. First win, their season opener on the 30th of August, a 26-13 win over the Bears of Brewer, and just last week, a 46-33 victory over the Pioneers of Boswell High. Saginaw coming in as the visiting team, of course, here in Farrington Stadium, a very historic stadium, arguably the most historic stadium in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. The second biggest stadium in the city of Fort Worth, of course, not too far from here, Amon G. Carter Stadium, the home of the Horned Frogs of TCU, the biggest stadium. Speaking of nice stadiums, we'll be at a very nice stadium later on tonight over on ASN2 as the Texas Wesleyan Rams host the Stallions of North American in a Sooner Athletic Conference matchup. Kickoff at 6 p.m. Central, pregame at 5:30. Myself and Jimmy the St. Christopher will be on the call, and we'll also hear from Texas Wesleyan head coach Brad Sherrod in his first season ahead of his clash with the Stallions. All that and more coming up next from the Antler Sports Network family of platforms. This is Texas High School Football.
Find your support system. At Texas Wesleyan, you'll get the one-on-one attention you need to succeed. Texas Wesleyan, small classes, big scholarships. Now that's smaller, smarter.
as we prepare for kickoff here at Farrington Field as the Polytechnic Parrots take on the Saginaw Rough Riders. We will hear from Texas Wesleyan first-year head football coach Brad Sherrod, who had the pleasure of speaking to Pregame prior to his contest against the North American Stallions. All right, Coach, coming into this Saturday's game, it's at home against a North American team that's very young, very freshman-laden roster, at least from what we've seen on paper. But what have you seen from a coaching standpoint on film, and just what are you looking to expect from this Stallion team?
Well, I think they are young, but they're athletic. I think they do a lot of good scheme stuff on offense that makes you work and do some things in that nature. But our biggest thing is, we got to go in there and we got to play, be ourselves, and do what we do and be the best at what we do. So it's important for me to make sure that my guys understand on defensively, we're going to stop the run. We're going to make sure that we're doing that and playing good pass coverage, but also running to the football and trying to create some turnovers. But offensively, I want our guys to continue to keep doing what they're doing on offense as well. They've done a great job of getting the ball downfield to our playmakers, handing the ball off to Caesar, but also controlling the clock as well when we need. So we're really going to focus on what we do, but they do a very good job on offense and defense of running around to the football, but also having a scheme where they try to get the ball in their playmakers as well.
Now, Coach, I'm glad you brought up time of possession and controlling the clock, because statistically, they have the slight advantage in average time of possession at 33 minutes and 9 seconds. Wesleyan sitting at just over 32 and a half minutes. And you also mentioned handing the ball off to Ernie Caesar, as we know, as we've seen for a very long time, arguably the greatest rusher, if not the greatest rusher in Wesleyan history. How has he looked? How has he progressed this year? What steps have you seen him take? Even though it's only been a pretty short season, have you seen him make any improvements on what has already been a great career, a great tenure here at Wesleyan?
Well, I think Ernie's done a great job of just being a really good leader off the field as well as on the field. He shows up and works every day, and I'm really proud of that. That's just going to help our football team and our other guys as well. But he does a great job of running the football. At this level, he's really a special back. He can really make some things happen. I only think he touched the ball maybe 7 or 8 times last week, but scored 4 touchdowns or something like that. Or only had 70 yards and scored 4 touchdowns. So he's real special about what he does when he has the ball in his hands. And we need to do that more and keep getting the ball in his hands, because he can really make it happen when he has the ball in his hands. We want to, like I said, we want to get the ball in all our playmakers' hands. Even A.J. Bob, we want to get the ball in his hands. But I'm proud of the way that he's leading on and off the field.
Now let's talk about that absolute three-headed monster you have on offense. You have Carson Rogers at quarterback, who we know was going to do spectacular things last week against the ranked Ottawa Spirit. He went 17 for 27, almost 400 yards, pretty much almost got there, 366 total, had a touchdown and a pick. A fantastic game from him. You talked about Ernie Caesar, 7 carries, almost 70 yards and 4 touchdowns down the receiving end. You had A.J. Bob, 8 catches for 193 yards. You can't beat that with a stick, Coach. That's a heck of a tandem to have at offense. Plenty of options. Has that made things easier for you and the offensive coaching staff to know that you have 3 fantastic guys as your foundation for an offense to get the ball up the field in any way you see fit?
Well, I think that Carson's done a great job of making good decisions and putting the ball and taking advantage of what the defense has given us. And, he's done a great job getting the ball to A.J. Bob, and Bob's done a great job of catching it. We put them in some tough situations where they were backed up last week, and they got us out of that situation where we were on the -1, and they got us out of that and got the ball all the way down the field. Now, I believe we might have scored or got close to scoring. But to have 3 guys that can make it happen is very special because, you got some weapons. You got some guys that can do some things with the ball when the ball's in there. So, yeah, that helps a lot. You got some weapons. But I'm also proud of the younger kids that are behind them, that are coming along, that are starting to show up as well. Some of our other receivers. We had some running backs that stepped up and was in the game that did some really good stuff. So I'm really happy that those guys are starting to come along, too, to give us some more weapons. So I think that's going to even help us even more, that if they're doubling A.J., we got some other guys we can go to that can do some things, especially with the ball in there. If Ernie's having an issue with running the football, we've got some other running backs that can run the ball as well. So I'm really happy that we have more than just just 3 guys. We have some other guys that do things with the ball. And that's just the development of our coaches. I'm proud of our coaches where they develop those other kids and bringing them along.
Now, Coach, I want to go ahead and bring up the obvious here. Of course, earlier this week, most recent NAIA polls came out on the 9th of this month. You guys were given the 19th spot. Ottawa, the team that you beat last week, bounced down from 16 in the preseason poll, now sitting at 24th. We heard Steve Sarkisian for Texas talk about rankings. We've seen what's happened to Notre Dame. So what has been your approach to how you and your ball club have handled getting that national recognition?
Well, we don't talk about rankings. It's just we focus on how we practice and how we play. And when we do those things, normally you're going to play well. And we just don't talk about rankings. We don't eat the cheese. We don't take the bait. And I think our guys have done a great job this week of really focusing on how they practice and how they come to practice prepared and the effort they put in at practice. So we don't talk about rankings. That's not what our eyes are focused on. We're focused on how well we practice, how well we prepare, and then how well we play on Saturday. And that's what we talk about. That's what my kids talk about. And I don't think they're caught in the rankings. I think their goals are a little bit higher than just being ranked. I think their goals are to play on the national level. But to do that, we got to play every week and win our conference. But that's only going to happen if we prepare every day for the upcoming opponent.
Now, Coach, you talk about playing at that national level. And in terms of the numbers, you're doing just that. 11th in the NAIA in total passing yards, 3rd in the country in rushing touchdowns, 4th in total tackles. Pound for pound, a pretty solid team, at least on paper, at the national scale. But what are you looking to see improved upon? Of course, no team is perfect, no game is perfect. So what do you want to see these Rams get better at in this contest against North American?
Well, we still need to get better defensively or stopping the run. I think we played the first 2 games, maybe 3 good quarters in each game. Maybe there's 1 quarter we didn't play as well. But we got to do a better job of putting a complete game together and stopping the run on defense. Special teams, I thought we got better in the last game. We need to continue to keep growing in that area. But my biggest concern is make sure that we stay together as a team and playing together as a team. And when we do those things, we normally will be a team will be okay. And I thought I saw that this weekend where, we had for 3 quarters, I thought we played well. 4th quarter defensively, we didn't play as well. But the kids stayed together and pulled for each other. The offense was pulling for the defense, pouring into them, and special teams stepped up. So we just need to continue to keep growing and getting better. I think we will because we did not have the spring together. And I believe we will continue to keep getting better as a defense as the season goes.
Now, Coach, I'm glad you brought up that short time that you've had with this team and really short time you've had on campus. So let's switch gears here. Not really football talk, but just Wesleyan talk in general. What are some stories or any places that you like about the campus or really just the Fort Worth area in general? Any restaurants that you like to go to? Any stores that catch your eye? Just how are you adjusting? What are you seeing now that you're a true part of this Wesleyan family?
Well, one of the things I like best about this place is how the professors and administrators and support staff really care about the students and the student. It's a small community. We got about 25 to 26 degree students here on campus and throughout the day. And the time and effort that they put into our student athletes and our students is really remarkable. And I'm really proud to be a part of something like that. It's a great area where the school is located. The area is changing a lot, and we're close to downtown. So it's really a good selling point when we go out and recruit. And I'm excited about just being here and being a part of these guys' lives and hoping I can make a difference and just be a part of it. And
Chance Ducote, and I'm the pre-owned sales manager at Moritz Chevrolet. The Moritz Promise is a lifetime warranty on the engine and transmission that's given to you at no cost. It's good for the lifetime as long as you own the vehicle. As long as the car is 10 years old or newer and has under 100,000 miles when you buy it, it's going to come with that. It's going to cover everything, all your lubricated parts that's part of your engine or your transmission. Come see us today at Moritz Chevrolet, home of the Moritz Promise. Not only is it going to give you a lifetime warranty, it's going to give you peace of mind and confidence to buy with us.
Moments away from kickoff here at legendary Farrington Field in Fort Worth, Texas, as the Poly Parrots take on the Saginaw Rough Riders. Officials from the Texas Association of Sports Officials, Fort Worth chapter, that is. White hat, the referee, Bill Wilson. Umpire, Jen Bates. Head judge, Eric Richardson. Line judge, Darrell Thompson. Field judge, Casey Raymond. Side judge, Rick Miller. And back judge, Paul Smith. Want to, of course, give them our gracious thank you from the Antler Sports Network to all the officials for taking time out of their day and officiate what is set to be a fantastic game here on an early Saturday morning. Saginaw won the toss, elected to receive, so Poly will get the ball in the second half. Kicking off for Polytechnic, it's going to be one of the captains, number 50, Hector Martinez. The other captain, Saidi Wasidi. Arguably the straw that stirs a drink for this Polytechnic team. Back deep for Saginaw is going to be number 17, Boaz Calado. Also back deep is going to be Najee Nicholson, the 5'11", 205-pound junior. Check that. That is number 0, Aiden Collier, who's back deep. Listed as a senior at 5 feet 11 inches tall, 160 pounds. Plays wide receiver and defensive back for this Saginaw team. Saginaw in their, I would say, Whataburger orange tops and white bottoms, black numerals and lettering on the front and back. Saginaw, they're visiting white tops, maroon bottoms with a gold and white stripe along the sides. Uniforms in white with a maroon and gold stroked numeral and lettering combo with the gold helmets in the maroon and gold RSR logo. Kickoff is up and away here in Farrington Field. This will go into the end zone for a touchback. Collier will let it go, and we will have first down and 10 for Saginaw to start this contest. Saginaw, as they begin on offense, are going to be led by Mr. Morales. Last week, well, for the season so far, he's 22 for 34, 372 yards, 5 touchdowns, averaging 176 yards a game. Roman Morales donning the number 5, standing at 6 feet tall, the senior. Ball is placed on the 25-yard line. Will begin first and 10. Fresh 12 minutes are on the clock here. 4 out wide, 1 back for Morales. Morales takes a shotgun snap, drops back, looking to his right, winds up and throws, has a man on the 50. He's caught at the 45, 40, 35, 30. First play of the game in a good old-fashioned house call. Touchdown, Rough Riders. 10 seconds have elapsed. And we already have a touchdown as we take a second look with our Sports Scope replay, official replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. "85-yard touchdown pitch and catch to Collier is into the end zone. And an opportunity with the PAT here to go up 7-0 at the drop of a hat. Here to boot things off. Kick is away from Roberto Guerrera. It's blocked. Ball is loose. Poly's going to fall on it. It's down at the 10. They want to have a chance to return. Either way, Saginaw gets on the board first. After the big touchdown play, it's 6-0. All Saginaw early on. We'll be back after this. This is Fort Worth ISD football on the Antler Sports Network. We got 6-0 at Farrington. We've only played 10 seconds of football, folks. 11:50 left to go in the first quarter. Saginaw taking over early with this touchdown bomb as we take another look at our instant replay. Getting ready to kick things off for Saginaw's Roberto Guerrera. Morales just winds up, has a man wide open downfield. Collier and the receiver does the rest. And that gives us our current score. That replay courtesy of our SportsScope Second Look. SportsScope, official instant replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. One last Saginaw Rough Rider stepping in. That's Jareem Skinner. Again, we've only played 10 seconds of football. Saginaw already getting the advantage. For a team that is 2-0, they've scored 26 in their first contest and 46 in their second, as kickoff is away. Going to be caught at about the 5 by Nate G. G's at the 20, bounces to the outside, still moving at the 25, at the 26. Flag is down as G gets tackled by a host of Saginaw Rough Riders. As we go down to the field to the White House for today, Mr. Bill Wilson for the call. As you heard, that's Jackie's Alphonse, who was tackled with the holding penalty. So now Polytechnic will take over. First down and 10. Ball is going to be placed on the 18-yard line. If you're listening over on ASN Radio, Poly going from left to right on your respective device. It's 11:42 remaining in this first quarter. Hard count, shotgun snap. It's going to be a keeper. Keeper to the outside to Wasidi. Wasidi gets about 9 yards or so, but that'll be about it. Solid run, got pulled down, but not before getting a solid gain to bring up second and about 1 yard to go. As we take another look, they're going to give him a second. They're going to only give him a gain of 8 there. I don't know. Forward Progress might have given him a gain of 9, but officials will spot him down at the 28-yard line. Second down and 2. 11:25 left in this first quarter. 4 out wide for Poly. Wasidi, option. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Intended handoff was to Terrell Jones, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage for no gain, bringing up a 3rd and short situation deep within Poly territory. And an interesting situation here coming up for the Parrots of Polytechnic. Poly High School, one of the most historic schools in Fort Worth, originally opened as Manchester Community School in 1886, became Poly Heights High School in 1907. Here we go, 3rd down and short. Man in motion is going to be Daniel Mata. Mata now goes back out into the slot, and it looks like we could possibly have a timeout here by Polytechnic, and we do. As they talk things over, we'll take that timeout with them. Back after this, 3rd and 3 with 10:38 left to go. From the ASN family of platforms, this is Fort Worth ISD High School football.
We dream big at Fort Worth ISD. And have the academic and extracurricular programs to back it up. Reach for it and dream big. Choose Fort Worth ISD.
A reminder to go over to ASN2 tonight, 6 p.m. kickoff. It's the Texas Wesleyan Rams, 19th ranked, going against the North American Stallions. Myself, Jimmy the St. Christopher, on the call. After the Poly timeout, it's now 3rd and 2 with 10:38 left to go. Wasidi, direct snap. Mata, that is. Yes, that is Wasidi. Indeed, he gets exactly to the line to gain. Move the chains, 1st down and 10. And Polytechnic will move the ball 1st down and 10. We take another look as Collier, they're on the tackle. As we noted, he also plays defensive back. Had that big touchdown earlier that got us to our 6-0 score. As we take another look at that last run by Wasidi as Collier pushes them out of bounds. 1st and 10 for Polytechnic. This Parrot squad looking for their first plus 500 season since 2009. 4 out wide for Wasidi. It was a direct snap to him. Breaks off, but eventually gets crushed at the 30. Flag gets thrown down. Initially on the hit for Saginaw, at least by our view, was Malik McCoy, the 6'1", 210-pound senior linebacker.
56 defense. 15-yard penalty.
As we heard, legal hands to the face by Aaron Diaz will move the chains and continue this Polytechnic drive. Polytechnic averaging 10 points a game, allowing 40.5 a game. Ball is on the 46-yard line. 10:28 remaining in this first quarter. Wasidi gets the call from the sideline. The receivers at the top of your screen being both Daniel Mata and Jonas Mata. 4 out wide. 1 back for Wasidi. Saginaw looking to rush 5. And they indeed rush 6. It's going to be a handoff this time to James Queen. Queen breaks to the outside along the left hash, but gets to the line of scrimmage to make it 2nd down and 10. Didn't get very far. Tackle made by Najee Nicholson. Clock rolling with a 9:47 left to go in this first. Polytechnic has already taken one of their timeouts. We'll have 2 to work with in this half here at Farrington Field. It was built back in 1939. Maximum capacity of 18,500. As of the pregame, the second biggest stadium in the city of Fort Worth. Of course, Amon G. Carter Stadium on the campus of Texas Christian. Not too far from us here. The biggest stadium in Fort Worth. 2nd down and 10. It's going to be an option. Wasidi on the keeper. Gets to the bottom around the Rio Grande River, around midfield of that Fort Worth ISD logo. And that's exactly where they'll put him. Be down at the 50-yard line with 9 minutes flat remaining. Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 6. Another 3rd down situation. The second 3rd down of the drive. Polytechnic, a perfect 1-for-1 on 3rd down conversions today. And a drive that has taken a lot of clock. And if it's your first time tuning in, Saginaw needed 1 play, 10 seconds for a 75-yard touchdown bomb from Morales to Collier. Free play opportunity here. Wasidi is going to keep it himself. Rolls to the outside at the 45-40. Creeps cross at the 45-yard line. Takes a big hit. Either way, that flag will make it 1st and 10 as we take another look here. Take a look right along the bottom of the right hash. Jumping on that one, trying to kill the blitz, Malik McCoy. That's what Wasidi gets headed around the 40. It's going to be 1st down and 10, and the drive continues for Polytechnic. And what all things considered has been a pretty solid drive for the Parrots. Led by head coach C.J. Wilson, a former Dallas Cowboy, as well as a Carolina Panther, played defensive back in the NFL. Fun fact, he's also a 2-time Amazon best-selling author. So man of many hats, Coach Wilson. 8:33 remaining in this first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Saginaw 40-yard line, that is. It's going to be a handoff. This time breaking to the outside is James Queen. Queen gets crushed after gaining about a yard or so. Host of Saginaw Rough Riders on the tackle, led again by number 26, Malik McCoy. They'll give him a gain of 1 and making it 2nd down and 9. Ball will be on the 39-yard line. 8 minutes, 9 seconds left in this first quarter. The Saginaw defense, led by McCoy. He has 9 solo tackles, 7 assisted, averaging 8 total tackles a game. He already has 1 tackle solo, 2 assisted. Empty backfield now. Wasidi is going to keep it. Spins and gets brought down at around the 35-yard line. Tackled by guess who? McCoy again. Wasidi on the gain of 5. Another 3rd down opportunity here. It was a McCoy offside penalty on their last 3rd down that moved the chains. And it was a short rush by James Queen on their first 3rd down of the drive. Now looking to go 3 for 3 on the money down. Ball on the Saginaw 35-yard line here. Wasidi empty backfield again. 5 out wide. Saginaw looking to bring the heat, and they do. Wasidi keeps it. Looking. Turns the corner. hits to the line to gain. Well, they're going to give it to him. They said he stayed in bounds, and yes, that's going to be a gain of 6. First down and 10. As Wasidi does it again.
That's a 6-yard gain, and another Poly parent.
Wasidi has been the entire Polytechnic offense. Saginaw just hasn't been able to find an answer for him as we take another look at that first down run via our Sports Scope second look. 6.5 minutes left to play. Ball's on the 28-yard line. After the last Wasidi run. Looks like we have a switch at quarterback here. It's going to be a handoff to Jose Gutierrez. Gutierrez isn't going to get very far. They'll give him to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. New quarterback in temporarily is James Queen for Polytechnic. Queen listed as a defensive back, a wide receiver, the senior, now playing a little bit of quarterback. Now we'll move over to a slot receiver. Instead, is going to be Jonas Mata, it appears to be, will be in at quarterback for Polytechnic. On the second down and 10 for the from the 28-yard line. 5:40 left to go in the first. Queen in motion. Now moves to the top side of your screen. Shotgun snap. Throws. Picked off. Snagged by the captain, Chris Brewer, the senior, with a big defensive play. Taking the wind out of the sail of the Parrots as their offensive drive stalls. They march down the field. And our first takeaway of the game. Throwing into triple coverage there. As now Saginaw will begin their second drive. First and 10. Ball is going to be on their own 20. They scored on one play 5 yards closer earlier in the first quarter. Now breaking to the outside and looking for space. This Coloso gets out of bounds at around the 40-yard line. Either way, it will be first and 10. Move the chains. Bose Coloso, the wide receiver / defensive back, standing at 5'6", 140, the sophomore, on the big carry. Gain of 22 will move the sticks. 4 out wide for Saginaw. Bubble screen to the outside for Collier. Collier gets a block. Has some room at midfield at the 40. Now 35 gets brought down by a flock of Parrots. Collier's helmet comes off. On the tackle was Nate G as well as James Queen. As Polytechnic's defense bends there on the quick bubble screen to Aiden Collier. Collier, the senior, has had a heck of a day. Not taking much time here. Saginaw getting their next play off. Handoff is going to be given to Isaiah Quinones, and he's going to be brought down. No gain. Tackle is going to be made by Terrell Jones. Second down and long after the gain of 1 by Quinones. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left. This first quarter has absolutely flown. Dropping back to pass and looking as Morales. Morales winds up, has a man open. Touchdown, Rough Riders. 39-yard touchdown throw. Hits Saginaw on the board again. Morales had his man easily into the flat, into the end zone, touchdown. As guess who? It's Aiden Collier, his second touchdown of the game. Last PAT attempt by Guerrero was blocked. This one, low line drive, it's up and it's good. After the successful PAT, Saginaw expands their lead. 13-0, 4:12 left to go in this first. Back after this, you're watching Fort Worth football on the Antler Sports Network.
Chance to Cody, and I'm the pre-owned sales manager at Moritz Chevrolet. The Moritz Promise is a lifetime warranty on the engine and transmission that's given to you at no cost. It's good for the lifetime as long as you own the vehicle. As long as the car is 10 years old or newer and has under 100,000 miles when you buy it, it's going to come with that. It's going to cover everything, all your lubricated parts that's part of your engine or your transmission. Come see us today at Moritz Chevrolet, home of the Moritz Promise. Not only is it going to give you a lifetime warranty, it's going to give you peace of mind and confidence to buy with us.
After the big touchdown, Saginaw kicking things off. Polytechnic looking to have an even better drive than what they previously had. The kickoff was bobbled at around the 10 by G. G breaks to the outside, has open space. Stutter step at around the 13 and gets brought down for about a gain of 3 net yards. But there is a flag down at around the 40.
Number 1, Nate G on the return. Flag on the play.
As we go back over to referee Bill Wilson to give us a call.
On the return, holding number 12 on the return team. Be half the distance to the go. First down.
Jaquise Alphonse, donning number 12, tacked with the penalty. That'll make it first down and 10. Polytechnic will take over their next drive with their backs pretty much to Lancaster Avenue. 3 minutes, 59 seconds left to go as the Parrots take back control on offense, operating from the left hash. The lone receiver out wide at the top of your screen on the left side of the formation is Jonas Mata. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen and a single back. Wasidi's back in the quarterback. The high snap is bobbled over the head of Wasidi. He has his feet along the back of the end zone. Safety. The snap was over the head of Wasidi, as we have a bit of history. For the first time in Antler Sports Network history, we have a safety for a high school and or college football. Making the takedown is Cody Anderson, the 5'8 senior, as now that makes it 15-0. As you get ready for an impromptu kickoff, we'll be back after this on the Antler Sports Network. An Antler Sports Network first transpired just a few moments ago as we take another look via our Sports Scope second look. Polytechnic took over first and 10, deep into their own territory. Snap goes over the head of Wasidi, and it was Anderson making the tackle in the back of the end zone for the first safety in Antler Sports Network history. As Poly punts things away. Going to be caught at around the 42-yard line. Taking it in to go the other way with it for Saginaw is Corbin Hickman. Corbin Hickman gets to about the 45, gets stood up, still going forward. Saginaw urging for forward progress, and they'll mark him down at around the 42-yard line or so. No, they'll mark him first and 10 at the 43. Let's take a look back to the first play from scrimmage of this contest as the Rough Riders get ready to take the field again. An absolute bomb from Morales to Collier to get things started. The easiest drive summary one can calculate. One play, 10 seconds, 75 yards, touchdown. And that opened up scoring. 3:38 left to go. First and 10 for the Rough Riders. It's going to be a handoff. Give it to Reggie Ryan. Ryan, his first carry of the game. It's going to be a gain of 3. Making it second down and 7.
Ball carrier numbers 27, Reggie Ryan.
Ball is on the 41-yard line. Clock continues to roll. Tackle made by Wasidi. Wasidi has pretty much done it all in this game for Polytechnic. I even think he might be operating one of our cameras here. No clue. 3:09 and counting. Play clock getting reset. And now rolling. 3 minutes left. Second down after the run from Ryan. They hand it off to Ryan again. Much better this time. Breaks off. Tackle by multiple Parrots. First one to get there was Terrell Jones, his third tackle of the game.
Number 11, Terrell Jones on the tackle.
Hard-fought gain of 4. Is going to make it third down and short. They're going to mark it a gain of 3. Now third down and 4 for Polytechnic. Morales dropping back, looking, lets it fly across the middle. It's caught around the 30. Breaking to the outside at the 20, 15, 10, gets bounced out of bounds at around the 12-yard line. Reception hauled in by Isaiah Verdun, his first catch of the game. And that'll move the sticks. First down and 10, Saginaw once again as we take another look via our SportsScope instant replay. Morales, fair to say his offensive line has given him plenty of time to be poised in the pocket, and it's showing here in the game that he's had early on. Here's first and 10. Carry by Quinones. Quinones gets down at about the 1, and that'll make it second and goal from maybe the half-yard line.
Number 28, Isaiah Quinones on the carry. Tackled by Joshua Romero, number 77.
Josh Romero on the tackle for Polytechnic. It's going to be second down and goal and maybe the length of a parrot feather to get into the end zone here. Both teams, heavy package. Handoff to Ryan. Ryan takes a hit and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Rough Riders, as the lead continues to expand. Half-yard touchdown rush from Ryan. His third carry of the drive. Arguably the most important, as he took a shot as he got into the end zone, but still was able to push through and get in for 6. Garesa, field goal is up and good. Our new score with 1.5 minutes left to go in the first. It continues to be all Saginaw. 22-0. Back after this on the Antler Sports Network. Simple Simon's Pizza, the official pizza of the Texas Wesleyan Rams. Speaking of those same Rams, they'll be about 30 minutes down south, down 35 in Crowley to take on the Stallions of North American in the Sooner Athletic Conference. Kickoff 6 p.m. over on ASN2. We're up and away. Kickoff yet again from Farrington. Polytechnic will take it from about the 10. Get to the outside is Quinn. Quinn gets around the 30, breaks a tackle at the 35, gets bounced out, still pushing forward. They say he stepped out at about the 37, 38-yard line. So solid field position considering how their last drive went. With 1:23 left to go, Polytechnic began their previous drive with their backs against the wall.
Fouls on both teams. Offsides on the kicking team. Holding on the receiving team. Those fouls offset. We'll re-kick.
So after the dueling penalties, looks like we'll do it all over again. So a 27-yard return will be negated. And we'll kick things off once more. Back deep to receive is Nate G and Jaden Johnson for Polytechnic. Polytechnic, home to a couple of very famous names, including former Fort Worth mayor from 1977 to 1999, that being Hugh Palmer. And also, Ole Miss graduate, they have his name on the stadium, and is a College Football Hall of Famer, Johnny Vaught, a graduate of Polytechnic High School. And Saginaw kicks things off. It's a line drive kick, great distance, bounces off of the chest plate of Johnson. Johnson picks it up at the 10, turns, cuts to the outside, has a block. Flag is thrown again. That's going to be a return of about 5 or 6 yards as the flag was thrown as it lies at around the 17-yard line. As we go back down to the field to referee Bill Wilson again for another penalty.
On the return, face mask, number 9 on the return team. This is to the go. First down. First and 10.
If you're Polytechnic, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back, especially in the special teams game. Once again, leaving them in pretty sticky situation in terms of field position. It'll be first down and 10. Instead of taking over from around the 3, they'll take on their previous offensive drive. They'll take over first and 10 from the 7-yard line. Minute 13 left to go in this first quarter of play. 22-0. All Rough Riders in this game so far. It's going to be a handoff. Gets along the right hash, breaks into the center of the field, and isn't going to get much farther than that. Might be a gain of around 2. On the carry was Burt Jones, his first touch of the contest. They'll give him a gain of 1 and make it 2nd down and 9. Poly, looks like they might just let the and as it looks like we might have maybe one more play left to go in this first quarter. As the Parrots approach the line after the Jones 1-yard gain. Breaks to the outside now. Looking. At the 10. Looking is Wasidi at about the 15. His helmet pops off. Clock will stop momentarily. Now with 26 seconds left. Wasidi will have to sit out at least for what could be the final play of this first quarter. If they elect to get a play off, looks like they might not. And what's supposed to be 3rd and 3. And it looks like, yep, they will let time elapse and conclude the first quarter. After 1, it's been all visitors. Saginaw 22, Poly nothing. Second quarter after this on the Antler Sports Network.
Chance to Cody, and I'm the pre-owned sales manager at Moritz Chevrolet. The Moritz Promise is a lifetime warranty on the engine and transmission that's given to you at no cost. It's good for the lifetime as long as you own the vehicle. As long as the car is 10 years old or newer and has under 100,000 miles when you buy it, it's going to come with that. It's going to cover everything, all your lubricated parts that's part of your engine or your transmission. Come see us today at Moritz Chevrolet, home of the Moritz Promise. Not only is it going to give you a lifetime warranty, it's going to give you peace of mind and confidence to buy with us.
Second quarter set to begin in Fort Worth at legendary Farrington Field, a stadium that is listed in the National Registry of Historic Places. Added this new turf in 2022 and the new scoreboard and video system this season. Poly will take over 3rd and 3 to begin quarter number 2. Fresh 12 minutes on the clock, and we are set to go. Poly with 2 timeouts, ball on the 14. Dropping back, looking to pass, and throw is intended and incomplete for James Queen. And a punting time for the Parrots here.
Pass from the quarterback, number 6,
Jonas Motto back in at quarterback, missing Queen his intended target. Bring up 4th down, and it is indeed punt time. Looking to do the kicking for Polytechnic is going to be Hector Martinez, the second captain for Poly. Back deep to receive for the Rough Riders going to be Colosso. And our first punt of the game. Corrals. The kick is a high arcing kick as it sails into the morning sky. It's going to be taken at the 49-yard line by Colosso. Colosso breaks to the outside at the 40, 35, and spins. Still up, still pushing through. Initially gets brought down, and Saginaw will take over 1st and 10 with amazing field position as a flag is thrown late after the play. Tackle was made by Alphonse. The flag was thrown at the 32-yard line as the officials convene at the 35 to discuss the call. We go down to the field for the ruling by Bill Wilson.
No, unsportsmanlike. Number 8. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against Saginaw's Cody Anderson. Anderson has already made an impact on this game. He was responsible for the first safety in Antler Sports Network history, so a little bit of record book writing we'll have to do. So after the penalty, Saginaw will take over 1st and 10 at the 49. It's going to be a handoff, but tripping up on the turf monster is Colosso. And that'll be a loss.
Number 27.
Loss of 3 will make it 2nd down.
Tackle by the turf monster.
Turf monster, his first tackle of the game, put him in the stat book. As right below us here at Farrington Field on the
3-yard loss, 2nd and 13.
Polytechnic sideline, we see Polly the Parrot, the mascot, with a cowbell. Handoff again for Saginaw. Breaking to the outside into the open field with space is Reggie Ryan. Ryan in the 20, 15, 10, 5. Pick up the phone. Good old-fashioned house call. Touchdown, Rough Riders. No flags as we take a look at that again via our Sports Scope second look. ...57-yard touchdown rush by Ryan for his 2nd touchdown of the contest. Awaiting the PAT. Good snap, great hole, the kick sails through, and it's good. So with that, Saginaw gets on the board again. Their lead grows, 11:02 left to go in the second. It's 29-0, all Rough Riders. Back after this on the Antler Sports Network. Reggie Ryan, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 52 yards. His first one, ironically, was for 2 yards. So it's a 2-yard touchdown and a 52-yard touchdown. And it's an early contender for our player of the game, which we will award at the conclusion of this one. Garessa booting things off from the 40. High sailing ball. Taken by Polytechnic at around the 15. In open space, spinning through at around the 33-yard line. Pushes to the 34. Brought down by a host of Rough Riders. On the return is G.
Number 25,
Jaden Oropeza on the tackle for Saginaw. It's going to be first down and 10 with 10:54 left to go in this first half. And what has been pretty much all Saginaw, to put it bluntly. It'll be on the 34-yard line. After this, Polytechnic has a Fort Worth clash against the Chaparrals of O.D. Wyatt High. Saginaw has a bye week, and ironically, their next game on September the 27th, it's against those same Chaparrals of O.D. Wyatt. This contest out of 5A, Division I, Region 1, District 4. Saginaw, the only non-Fort Worth ISD school, as well as Chisholm Trail. Fade ball on 1st and 10. Flag is thrown. PI. A deep shot taken by Poly. The first deep shot they've taken all game. Johnson, the intended target. It was a pretty solid ball as well. It was a high snap. Was able to corral it. Let it fly, but incomplete. And this would be a much-needed extra bit of yardage for Polytechnic.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 12. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
In coverage was Rondell Thomas, the 5'9", 150-pound junior defensive back/receiver for the Rough Riders. And that'll almost put Poly at midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. So now what was awkward field position now is fantastic field position for Polytechnic. They've already shown they can drive down the field. As this one is bobbled, it's whistled dead immediately. Looks like it might be maybe offsides against Saginaw. I believe the line judge, that being Rick Miller, was the one that threw the flag. Usually that's line judge Darrell Thompson.
Start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That'll be a false start penalty called against Poly. Knock them back 5, first down and 10. Well, knock them back 5, first down and 15. 10:44 left in half number 1. Double stack receivers. It's going to be an option. Keeper by Wasidi. Wasidi gets a block from the official at midfield at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Gets bounced out of bounds around the 15. And a big gain there. Assist to the official there. Laying down a block, putting his body on the line. First down, Poly, as we take a second look via our SportsScope Instant Replay. SportsScope, official instant replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. 31-yard gain by Wasidi, the biggest play from scrimmage by Poly in this contest. At 10:37 left to go. Wasidi back in at quarterback. Lone slot receiver, Daniel Mata. This is a high snap yet again. Flag is thrown. Out of bounds thrown by Wasidi. Flag was thrown on the left side sideline by the head linesman.
75 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Flag called against Saginaw. 5-yard penalty will make it first and short. Big opportunity to get on the board here for Polytechnic now. as Wasidi now moves out to wide receiver here. And at quarterback for this play is going to be Jonas Mata. 4 out wide. He has one running back. That's a handoff. Gets crushed. Not before he can get to the line of scrimmage.
Carrier number 24, Bert Jones. Tackle.
As Jones' run is snuffed out. And it looks like we have another penalty here. That's thrown in around the 10.
Late flag on the play.
With 10:22 left to go. Fourth penalty on this drive combined by both of these teams. So we go back down to the field.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 56, White. Half distance to the goal. First down.
Aaron Diaz, the senior defensive lineman, called for the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It's going to be now 1st and goal. Ball will be on the 6-yard line. If there's any time to score, this is it for Poly. Mata now sitting at quarterback. Daniel Mata, that is. He's now at receiver. Wasidi in at quarterback. Gonzalez and Daniel Mata, the stack receivers at the bottom of your screen. 1st and goal with a 10:15 and counting left to go. Ball's on the 6-yard line. Shotgun snap. High snap. It's going to be an option play here. Wasidi gets out of the pile. Bounces to the outside. At the 2. Reaches out. Touchdown, Poly.
Touchdown, Poly.
Looking for flags, and I see none. The parents get into the end zone. As we take a second look, Wasidi went face first into the pile, spun out, got to the outside, reached out. And the Parrots are now on the board. With a PAT opportunity here by Juan Martinez to boot this through. Check that, that's Hector Martinez here to boot this through. As we have our first touchdown of the game for Polytechnic. Low hold, flag is thrown. Kick is a laser and is good. But looks like it might be a penalty called against Polytechnic.
Illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. Repeat the try.
So Martinez will now have a somewhat more
Great
difficult
touchdown run by number 3, Saidi.
kick here.
Parrots will re-kick.
Still 6-0, well 29-6. With an opportunity to make that 7. Now this PAT, we have a 25-yarder. Flag is thrown again. Looks like it might have been too many on the field for Poly.
On the offense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
So now after that, they'll push him back some more. Five more yards will make it a 30-yard attempt for the PAT. High snap, line drive kick, and it is good. So Poly gets on the board. After the penalties, they end up converting. 29-7, with 9:57 left to go in the first half. Back after this, you're watching Fort Worth ISD football on the Antler Sports Network.
We dream big at Fort Worth ISD. And have the academic and extracurricular programs to back it up. Reach for it and dream big. Choose Fort Worth ISD.
Six-yard touchdown run by Wasidi. Got Poly on the board. With 9:57 left to go, it's 29-7, all Saginaw still at Farrington Field. As Polytechnic gets ready to kick things off, making one more quick substitution here. Ready to boot things is Hector Martinez, who needed a 30-yard PAT after a couple of penalties by Polytechnic. And kickoff is away in Farrington. Absolute cannon of a kick right to the top of the Fort Worth block, text in the end zone. Well, how about that? As we take another look at the touchdown that got Polytechnic on the board via our SportScope second look. Got into the pile, spun out, broke into the end zone for the Polytechnic touchdown. And that brings us to our current score. 29-7. Ball will be placed on the 25. The Rough Riders led back onto the field by their quarterback, Roman Morales. It's going to be a handoff. Pushing through, gets the first down, and maybe is an extra change to go with it.
Tackle by number 4, Abdel Mansour.
Run is by the captain, Isaiah Quinones, with 9.5 left to go.
11-yard gain.
That's good for 11, first and 10. Ball will be on the 36-yard line now. It's a handoff once again. Stiff arm. Break to the outside at the 40. Gets hit. But not before gaining around 5 on the run again, Quinones. As the clock will stop momentarily. That gain of 5 will make it 2nd and 5. 9-10 left to go in this first half. Tackle made by Wasidi once again. That's his 4th tackle of the game. Taking their time here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Morales in the gun, has 4 out wide as well as a back. They give it to Quinones again. Quinones gets body slammed. Gain of 1. Absolute mammoth of a tackle to keep the gain short. And now possible 4-down territory here. They make it a gain of 2 to make it 3rd down and about 3. Quinones has been the main workhorse, at least for this drive. Has gotten it every single time. Big 3rd down. They hand it off. No, it's a keeper for Morales. Morales has a block along the 50 in the flat. Juke move at the 40, bounces off a couple of Parrott defenders, but eventually gets brought down not before crossing into Polytechnic territory. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Gonzalez on the tackle for Polytechnic, and all the runs able to catch Polytechnic off guard on the carry. And now a fresh set of downs with 7:40 left to go. Saginaw with all 3 of their timeouts. Clap of the hands by Morales. It's going to be a handoff to Reggie Ryan. He already has 2 touchdowns in this one. His first carry of the drive. It's going to be a gain of 5.
Tackled by Anthony Collins.
Now 2nd down and medium. 7 minutes remain. Our band of the week, the Saginaw Rough Riders Band, will be featured during the halftime proceedings with 6:50 and counting. Poly sending the heat. It's going to be a keeper for Morales again. They bit. Gets to the outside. Might have gotten the 1st down. Wait for the official spot, and yes, move the chains. 1st down and 10.
Tackled by Mansour.
Montour on the hit, and now Saginaw using their own little option game. We've seen Poly predominantly run the option so far today. Now it looks like it's him to work to the advantage of the Rough Riders, at least here in this drive. 6.5 left to go in this first half. Here in Fort Worth, not too far from us here. Across the street here in the Cultural District. Get to that point after this play. It's going to be a handoff to Ryan again. Ryan juke steps, gets bounced, gets brought down at around the 14-yard line. It'll be first down yet again.
Ball carrier Ryan on the first down run.
Right across the street from us.
First and 10 at the 15.
The nearby Dickies Arena. The Van Cleburne International Youth Piano Competition, held every 4 years. How's that for your factoid of the day? 5:48 and rolling. Ball's now on the 15 after the tote by Ryan. Reggie Ryan, the 5'8", 150-pound senior, has been an absolute bowling ball today. Already has 2 touchdowns. They hand it off to the bell cow again. Ryan gets alligator roll, brought down. Gain of 6 is going to make it second down.
Number 27, Ryan, ball carrier. Tackle by Wasaidi.
Wasaidi, his 6th tackle of the contest. With 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Saginaw getting the play call from the far side. I believe a flag is thrown. No, they're going to call a timeout. Poly's going to want to talk things over, and we'll take that timeout with them. Back after this. This is Fort Worth ISD football on the Antler Sports Network. Left to go in this first half of play at Farrington Field. Historic Farrington Field, built back in 1939. The newest renovations being to the turf, installed in 2022. The new video board that was installed, new video board systems that were installed district-wide at the 3 FWISD stadiums this year. Other than that, you can still see the classic mystique at this stadium. 4:52 left. Second down and 4. Ball's on the 8-yard line. Saginaw threatening. Man in motion. It's going to be a keeper for Morales. Morales gets down the right hash, reaches out, but did he get in? Not sure. As thankfully we have the beauty of instant replay to try to see where they'll mark him.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
His man got put in motion. Morales on the keeper. I'm not too sure where that knee. Don't know if he fully got across or not. But this time, Ryan, they hand it off to him. He's going to be short. It's going to be second and goal now. Well, 4 minutes left to go in this one. Quick substitution. Enrique Guerrero will check in. Cody Manning will check out. Ryan maybe gained the length of a football on that one. Now will be second and goal from the half-yard line for Saginaw. Morales, keeper, jumps through end zone, touchdown.
Touchdown, Saginaw. Roman Morales.
Morales breaks the pylon once again. I guess he said he will not be denied once more. We prepare for the PAT and take another look at that touchdown. Waiting the hold, the snap, the kick, and it lobs through. Our new score. Once again, Saginaw gets on the board. 3:37 left to go. It's 36-7. Back after this on the Antler Sports Network.
Chance to Cody, and I'm the pre-owned sales manager at Moritz Chevrolet. The Moritz Promise is a lifetime warranty on the engine and transmission that's given to you at no cost. It's good for the lifetime as long as you own the vehicle. As long as the car is 10 years old or newer and has under 100,000 miles when you buy it, it's going to come with that. It's going to cover everything, all your lubricated parts that's part of your engine or your transmission. Come see us today at Moritz Chevrolet, home of the Moritz Promise. Not only is it going to give you a lifetime warranty, it's going to give you peace of mind and confidence to buy with us.
After the touchdown, Saginaw kicking things off to Polytechnic again. Clock will roll. 3.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Kickoff is returned by Nate G. As the Turf Monster collects its second victim. So the Turf Monster is, I guess, can we make him an early contender for player of the game? He's third among active players and tackles. Wasidi is first with 7. And second to him is Malik McCoy for Saginaw. The Turf Monster's third. So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. All right, first down and 10. Polytechnic will take back over on offense. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. They have one timeout to work with before calling it on their last defensive drive, which resulted in a Saginaw touchdown. Man in motion is Mario Espinosa. 4 out wide, 2 slot, 1 back. Mata is the quarterback. Lets it fly. Throw is complete, but not before getting hit right at around the 25-yard line. That'll be a solid gain of around 5 or so. Complete to Jaden Johnson. No huddle offense by Polytechnic. 2nd and 3. Throw falls incomplete. And now giving Saginaw a chance to catch their breath here very quickly. 3:07 left to go. It'll be 3rd down and 3 after the incompletion. Ball's on the 26-yard line of Polytechnic. Again, our band of the week are these from Saginaw High School. Saginaw, one of the youngest schools, respectively, in Tarrant County. Opened back in 2005. They merged. Well, their original school was opened in 1892. And it looks like Polytechnic will call their final timeout. And as they do, we'll take it with them. Back after this. This is Fort Worth ISD football on ASN 1.
Chance to Cody, and I'm the pre-owned sales manager at Moritz Chevrolet. The Moritz Promise is a lifetime warranty on the engine and transmission that's given to you at no cost. It's good for the lifetime as long as you own the vehicle. As long as the car is 10 years old or newer and has under 100,000 miles when you buy it, it's going to come with that. It's going to cover everything, all your lubricated parts that's part of your engine or your transmission. Come see us today at Moritz Chevrolet, home of the Moritz Promise. Not only is it going to give you a lifetime warranty, it's going to give you peace of mind and confidence to buy with us.
After the timeout, Polytechnic, incomplete pass intended for Wasidi. For the break, continuing on a little bit of the history of Saginaw High School, the original school from 1892 sits 2 miles away from the current Saginaw High. Merged with Eagle Mountain ISD back in 1948. City of Saginaw wasn't even called Saginaw. Pre-Civil War, it was Dido, Texas. And it got its name from Jarvis J. Green, who settled in the city and named his town after his home in Saginaw, Michigan. Looks like we have a flag on the punt. And this could be
roughing the kicker.
Yep, and it will indeed be to the benefit of the Polytechnic Parrots. Move the chains, first down and 10. Farrington Field, one of the 3 stadiums of Fort Worth ISD. A district that added 12th grade back in 1941. Here in Fort Worth, the very first school was a private school that opened in 1854. Tuition, $5 a month back in 1854. Converted in today's money, that's $187.23. So all things considered, for the prices of private schools today, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I call a good old-fashioned steal. 2:53 left to go in this second quarter. After the roughing the kicker penalty against Saginaw, it'll be first and 10. Ball's on the 41-yard line for Polytechnic, and the Parrots could be in business here. High snap by Wasidi. It's over his head. Picks it up. Throws incomplete. So the third high snap of this game. And honestly, best case scenario, if you're Polytechnic, Wasidi able to improvise, get out of the pocket, roll towards the flat at around the 25-yard line, throw it incomplete. Receiver almost had a chance of getting that there. So 2:47, the clock will stop. Four receivers. The lone receiver at the bottom of your screen, Diego Gonzalez. Wasidi, high shotgun snap. Keeper cuts up the middle, takes a shot, spins off of it, gains a couple of yards. That's going to be a gain of 5.
Masahidi on the carry.
Wasidi took an absolute crack on that first hit, bounced off of it, spun, and continued to gain yards. Heck of a hard fought run there for yardage. As on the initial hit was Najee Nicholson. Nicholson was unable to bring him down. So now 3rd and 6. Lets one fly. Wasidi incomplete. Pass was intended for Jonas Mata. And now once again, 4th down.
Pass incomplete, intended for number 6, Jonas.
For Poly. One thing about Poly, the kicking game has been fantastic for the Parrots.
4th and 6 for the Parrots.
So a good punt here can really pin Saginaw back with 2:02 left to go. Doing the kicking will be Martinez. Back deep to receive. It's going to be Coloso. Coloso stands with his heels right along the 16-yard line. Martinez with the kick. Takes a great bounce, a fantastic bounce rather. This might fall inside the 5. It's at the 4, at the 3, and a picture-perfect kick. How about that? Take another look at that kick from Martinez. Martinez, an absolute boot. Awkward snap,
Much respect on the punt.
but a fantastic roll with 1:49 left to go.
Down at the 3.
And that'll pin Saginaw now with their heels along Lancaster Avenue. As we got another look via our SportScope replay, official replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. With instant replay being implemented in the state of Texas and allowed by the UIL, get in the game with SportScope. With a sideline replay, end zone cameras everything for your coaching videoing needs. And it looks like Saginaw will take a timeout, and as they do, we'll take it with them. Back after this, what could be the final drive of this half. Back in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network. Thank everyone for tuning in of game one of our Saturday football doubleheader in Fort Worth. Polytechnic and Saginaw right now on a beautiful Saturday morning. Later on tonight, 6 p.m. kickoff. It'll be the Texas Wesleyan Rams, ranked 19th in the country, taking on the Stallions of North American on ASN2 in a Sooner Athletic Conference matchup. Minute 49 left to go. Saginaw from the 3. Morales winds up. Fade ball 50-50. Caught at midfield. One man to beat. Touchdown, Saginaw. Morales with an absolute bomb. 97 yards into the end zone. Collier, his second touchdown of the game, now matches Ryan's total for most in this contest. So now Reggie Ryan has 2, Aiden Collier has 2. With a minute 37 left to go in this half. I feel like player of the game might go to whoever has the most touchdowns at the end of this one. As we await the PAT, high snap, the hold, stutter step kick. Ball is live. Saginaw falls on it. The official caught the ball. Don't know if that's a successful 2-point conversion. As we take another look here. That was a high snap. The ball rolled. It got picked up and ran into the end zone by Champon. Not sure either way. Poly still down. 42-7, back in 30 seconds on the Antler Sports Network.
We dream big at Fort Worth ISD. And have the academic and extracurricular programs to back it up. Reach for it and dream big. Choose Fort Worth ISD.
After the unconventional PAT, to say the least, officials say that yes, it is a successful 2-point conversion. So now our score will be 44-7 with a minute 37 left to go in this first half. Kickoff is away. Roller taking it around the 15. And brought down after a 10-yard gain is going to be James Queen.
Number 7, Queen on the return.
It'll be first down and 10. First down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Minute 27 left to go in this first half. We'll tune in to check out the Saginaw Rough Rider Band at halftime. Might have some stats for you as well. All that and more at the half. Polytechnic's offense back onto the field. Their lone score was a 3-yard touchdown rush by Saidi Wasidi. Arguably the most important man on this Polytechnic roster on both sides of the ball. He has our lone touchdown as well as 7 tackles. Four out wide for Poly. High snap, direct snap, keeper for Wasidi. Wasidi breaks to the outside, has the block in the flat. Gets to the 40, gets pushed out of bounds. Move the chains, gain of 14. First and 10 yet again by Wasidi. He gets out of bounds, so the clock will stop with 1:19 left to go. As we take another look via our Sports Scope second look.
That's good for a Poly Funky Town first down.
Got pushed out of bounds by Saginaw's Nathan Crawwell. Crawwell, his 3rd tackle of the contest. Instead, no, they didn't say he got out of bounds. Now inside of a minute here. Low snap. It's on the ground. Wasidi picks it up, is back fumbled again. And Polytechnic will fall on it, but the head linesman will nail it down. Eric Richardson along the 40 making the call. So what could have been a loss of possession instead will just be a loss of 1 and making it 2nd down and 11.
1 yard loss.
With 30 seconds left to go. Maybe Poly will try to get one more play out of this as they will receive the second half kickoff. Maybe time for a strike, get out of bounds, and one more strike to close the half. 15 seconds left. Clock's ticking, though. 13 on the play clock. Snap. Keeper for Wasidi again. 7 seconds. Gets Soares out of bounds. Steps, rolls forward. Clock will roll with Wasidi on the 10-yard gain, and that will do it. And we have hit the halfway mark at Farrington. And a game that has been all Saginaw. We'll take a break and check out the Saginaw Rough Rider Band after this. From the ASN family of platforms, this is Fort Worth ISD High School Football.
It's Chance Cody, and I'm the pre-owned sales manager at Moritz Chevrolet. The Moritz Promise is a lifetime warranty on the engine and transmission that's given to you at no cost. It's good for the lifetime as long as you own the vehicle. As long as the car is 10 years old or newer and has under 100,000 miles when you buy it, it's going to come with that. It's going to cover everything, all your lubricated parts that's part of your engine or your transmission. Come see us today at Moritz Chevrolet, home of the Moritz Promise. Not only is it going to give you a lifetime warranty, it's going to give you peace of mind and confidence to buy with us.
Saginaw, your 2024 Star Stepper Dance Team. Secretary Caitlin Howe, Treasurer Emma Botchway, Vice President Brooklyn Kimbrough, and President Tevi Lahunu. Star Stepper Dance Officers are Senior Lieutenant Benedict Valunga, Senior Lieutenant Andrea Alvarado, Senior Lieutenant Daniela Ariola, Sophomore Lieutenant Kendall Tyner, and your 2024-2025 Captain is Miss Madeline Klee. Star Stepper of the Week is Sybil Suma. Most Spirited Star Stepper is Keisha Kenyon-Dewey. The Star Steppers will be performing a field jazz routine to Lips Are Moving. The Star Steppers are under the direction of Amanda Souza and Casey Rue. Josh Gregory. Percussion is under the direction of Jen Gibba and Josh Gregory. Color guard is directed by Art Grossman. Drill design and choreography by Art Grossman. Music arrangements by David Walker and Matt Moore. The Spirit of Saginaw would like to wish the Polytechnic High School Band best of luck on their upcoming season.
Attention fans, please give a warm welcome to your very own Polyets dance team. With a dance choreographed by your 2024-2025 captain, Nadia Brown. Let's hear it for the Polyets.
to begin from Farrington Field here in Funkytown, Fort Worth, Texas, in Game 1 of our Fort Worth doubleheader here on the Antler Sports Network and ASN2. Saginaw won the opening coin toss, elected to receive, so they will kick things off, and we are underway at Farrington. Ball is bobbled at around the 10-yard line. Poly picks up the football, still unable to maintain full possession, but they eventually get it. Going back around the 5, it gets brought down at the 5-yard line, and that'll be 1st and 10 in an awkward position. Ball is returned by Queen, tackled by Saginaw's Jonathan Barajas for the Rough Riders. So far in that first half, it's pretty much been all Saginaw, to say the absolute least. If you're just tuning in, the Saginaw offense has been led by one man, and one man only. The senior DB/wide receiver, the 5'11", 160-pound Aiden Collier. In the first half, 229 yards, 3 touchdowns, and get this, on 4 receptions. Looking to see if the senior will be able to continue that offensive dominance here. We'll have a running clock here, 11 minutes and counting left to go in this third. Poly will take over 1st and 10, 4 out wide and a back. Wasidi, it's the keeper, bounces to the right side and has open space. Eventually gets wrestled down at the 10. Gain of about 4. Tackle is going to be made by Najee Nicholson. Nicholson, his 3rd tackle of the game. They're going to mark it a gain of 3, make it 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7 for the Parents.
10:25 already in this third quarter. Checking back into the game is Jonas Mata. Mata as a receiver. 4 out wide total. Saginaw and their pass rush, at least from their front 4, has been absolutely suffocating in this game. Wasidi takes a snap. Direct. Breaks to the outside. Breaks 1 tackle, but is going to break the 2nd and 3rd. Wrestled down by a host of Rough Riders, led by number 75, the junior Josh Espinosa.
Brought down by number 33, Nick Nelson.
I think they gave him maybe a gain of 1.
Skinner.
No, they'll give him even more forward progress than that. Gonna make it 3rd down and 4 to go for Polytechnic. The Rough Riders of Saginaw after this game have a bye week. They'll resume action on the 27th of September at home against the Chaparrals of ODY. Wasidi breaks a tackle, still looking, rolls, throws, incomplete. And that'll make it 4th and 4. Wasidi did a great job of breaking that first tackle as we get another look via our Sports Scope second look, the official replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. Was met by the pressure once again by Nicholson. Was able to spin and get a throw off. However, his throw incomplete. Now punting time once again. Looking to boot is Hector Martinez, who has already had an amazing punt in this one. Legged out a kick that resulted in forcing Saginaw to take over at the 3, but it was a Morales 97-yard touchdown to Collier immediately after. This is a roller. It's being returned by Coloso. Coloso has blocks upfield at the 30, 25, takes a knee and eventually gets brought down at around the 24-yard line. That'll make it 1st and 10.
By Mario Espinosa, number 22.
Espinosa on the tackle for Polytechnic. Now with 8 minutes, clock will roll the rest of the way here at Farrington. It'll be 1st and 10 with amazing field position for the Rough Riders. Looks like the officials are speaking with head coach Mike Peters. The clock will hold. Looks like it's going to be umpire Jim Banks as well as referee Bill Wilson. We're talking things over with the Saginaw head coach. Coloso on that last return. Him along with Aiden Collier The only two Rough Riders on this squad that have 100 or more receiving yards. And if you've seen Collier today and have watched up to this third quarter, well, you know why. He's had a fantastic day knocking on the door, 250 yards. We haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet. Second half just got started. Looks like we might have a message from the officials. No. So it'll be 1st and 10. 7:41 left to go. Ball will be on the 25-yard line. It's going to be a handoff. Given to Ryan. Ryan breaks to the outside. Gets to around the 15. Will they give him the line to gain for the first? No, they're going to mark him 2 yards short. Gain of 8 will make it 2nd and 2.
Carrier number 27, Reggie Ryan.
Reggie Ryan already has 2 touchdowns in this game.
Gain of 8 yards. Second down.
7:15 and counting left to go in this third quarter. Going to be a snap, handoff this time to Corey Baker, his 3rd carry of the game. Exactly what he needed. It was needed to. He got to move the sticks again. 1st and 10, Saginaw. New quarterback is in for the Rough Riders. It's going to be number 9, Vincent Gonzalez. Liston is also playing safety, 5'11", 170-pound junior. 6:40 in the third. Now with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from the 14. Saginaw needs to get to the 4 here. Gonzalez going to be a keeper, has blocks, gets up to 5, the 4, into the end zone, touchdown.
Touchdown, Saginaw.
Gonzalez on his first drive orchestrates 6 quick ones. With 6:26 left to go,
Quarterback number 9.
Saginaw expands their lead now 50-7. As we await the PAT, we've already seen a muffed field goal turn into a successful 2-point conversion. Field goal kick is up and good. With that, our new score with 6:26 remaining in this third. Saginaw still up big, 51-7. From the ASN family of platforms, this is Fort Worth ISD football on the Antler Sports Network. Here at Barrington, this broadcast of the Antler Sports Network is for the listening and viewer pleasures of our audience in the intellectual property of the ASN and Fort Worth ISD. Any use or reproduction of this broadcast in any way, shape, or form without the express written consent of the Antler Sports Network is strictly prohibited. 6:26 left to go in this third quarter. Saginaw booting things off yet again up big, 51-7. As now Polytechnic will go the other way. Returning the kick is Queen. Gets brought down just at about the 27-yard line. Said that is G. Check that. Nate G on the return.
1st and 10.
A senior wide receiver / defensive back. As now Poly will take back over 1st and 10 with a 6:18 left in the third. There was a 3-yard touchdown run by Wasidi earlier in this game that gave Polytechnic their first score of the contest, their first and only score so far. So we'll take a look at that score in a moment as we prepare for this 1st and 10 play, the beginning of this new Polytechnic drive. 4 out wide, 1 back for Wasidi, back in at quarterback. We've seen both Wasidi as well as Daniel Mata at quarterback. Wasidi looking to throw, pulls back, rolls out to his left. At the 30, juke step, 35, 40, flag is thrown pretty much from the center of the field. Heck of a throw by the official. This could possibly be a hold, as we'll go back down to referee Bill Wilson for the call.
Blocking in the back, number 6, Polly. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
So as we heard from Wilson,
Polly will have a first down after the penalty.
It'll be first and 20. As I mentioned before, we'll take another look at that first Poly touchdown that got them on the board. Roll out by Wasidi was stuck at the line of scrimmage, spins, gets to the outside of the flat, and got to the end zone. That replay brought to you by SportsScope, official replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. All right, after the penalty, 5:15 and counting. Wasidi rolling, looking, gets maybe a yard or so.
Wasidi on the carry.
An official stopped the clock here as Wasidi's helmet comes off again. So we'll have to sit out for a play. And checking in for him is going to be Burt Jones. Jones has been a solid running back so far for this Poly offense. Clock continues to roll. 4:53 left to go in this third. Now looks like it's going to be Jonas Mata who will be in at quarterback for this play. His brother Daniel, a lone receiver, at the top of your screen. 4.5 left to go. Mata looks to throw. Pass was intended for Mansour. Incomplete.
Third down.
And incompletion will make it 3rd down and long for Polytechnic.
Everybody clap your hands.
Saginaw's defense has been stifling so far this game. Have 6 players with 6 or more total tackles this year. Nicholson currently leads in tackles with 9. That being solo and assisted. Jonas winds up to throw. It's Bobble. Did he catch it? No, incomplete. I thought for a second there they were able to bring that thing in as Jonas gave his intended target a solid chance of hauling it in. Intended for Johnson there. So now 4th down and 9. On the bright side is if you're Polytechnic, at least if you have to punt the ball away, you're putting the duties of punting into the hands. One of the best punters we've seen this year in the early goings of this year, that being Hector Martinez. Martinez, the senior. Low snap, corrals it, boots this thing away. High arcing kick, plenty of height. And a fair catch is going to be called by Braylon Reed back deep at the 27-yard line, flipping fields. And now that'll make it 1st down and 10. Reminder to keep up with all things Antler Sports Network this high school football season, including broadcast schedules, updated times, links, statistics, and more. Go online to antlersn.com/HSFB. 2:50 left to go in this one after the booming kick by Martinez. 51-7 our current score. Now Saginaw will take back over 1st down and 10. Just over 2 hours of total game time so far today. It's going to be a handoff. Breaking to the outside is going to be Michael Richard getting his first carry of the game as the 1st down and more. Gain of 12 as it gets bounced out at around the 40. And now they're going to give him more than that, gain of 13. Move the chains again for Saginaw. Richard in his first rush getting 13. Welcome to the game, young man. Richard, the new back, 5'10",
First down.
165 senior, also plays defensive back. As we approach the 2-minute mark of this one. Fair to say we might have seen the last of Roman Morales. Now it looks like Vincent Gonzalez will be the quarterback to take them the rest of the way. It's a run yet again, a hard-fought run, gain of about 9 or 8 or so.
Ryan on the carry.
By Reggie Ryan.
Mansour Ruiz on the tackle.
We take another look here at that last run by Ryan. Ryan already has 2 touchdowns. 8-yard gain will make it 2nd down and 2. They get the play call from this offensive coaching staff. Fun fact about the city of Saginaw. It was about to be named Pontiac after Pontiac, Michigan, but the United States Postal Service denied it. Thus the name Saginaw was born. Handoff to Corey Baker. Baker breaks up the middle, crossing midfield.
And
solid gain.
Corey Baker.
17-yard carry is good for a Rough Rider first down. With a minute left in the third.
At the Poly 43.
Again, we'll have a running clock the rest of the way. As the Saginaw band slowly but surely returns. A fantastic performance by our band of the week. We could possibly see one more play in this third quarter before transitioning into the fourth. Gonzalez has Malik McCoy as his running back now. Check that, that's Richard. They hand it off to him, he gets to the outside at the 40. He has open space, maybe one more man to beat. The block gets let go. Flag is thrown. Gets first down yardage, but barring this penalty, 2 flags thrown now. A little bit of a tussle, 3 flags. We've seen more flags thrown than completed passes for both teams combined. Fair to say, I would think that these penalties would offset. As we await and go down to the field to referee Bill Wilson. Take it away, Bill.
There are fouls on both teams. Holding on the offense. Going to be a 10-yard penalty. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Be a 15-yard penalty. First down. The end of the third.
So as you've heard, penalties on both teams. One thing is for certain, that's the end of the third. One more quarter to play in Fort Worth. 51-7, all Saginaw. Back after this with the 4th and final period. You're watching Fort Worth ISD football on the Antler Sports Network.
That's the end of the third quarter here at
Chance to Cody, and I'm the pre-owned sales manager at Moritz Chevrolet. The Moritz Promise is a lifetime warranty on the engine and transmission that's given to you at no cost. It's good for the lifetime as long as you own the vehicle. As long as the car is 10 years old or newer and has under 100,000 miles when you buy it, it's going to come with that. It's going to cover everything, all your lubricated parts that's part of your engine or your transmission. Come see us today at Moritz Chevrolet, home of the Moritz Promise. Not only is it going to give you a lifetime warranty, it's going to give you peace of mind and confidence to buy with us.
Set to begin here in Fort Worth, Texas. Beautiful view here, at least from our vantage point here in Farrington Field of the Fort Worth skyline. Fantastic noon skies. It was a great morning to start. We kicked off at around 10 o'clock this morning. Right now, 90 degrees, but if you stand outside, absolutely beautiful morning for football, folks. Saginaw takes over 1st and 10 after the penalty, getting into the end zone. Flag is thrown, touchdown. But don't know. Flag is thrown at the line of scrimmage. So we go down once again to referee Bill Wilson. As right out of the break, Saginaw breaks through. So as you heard, holding penalty called against Saginaw. Touchdown will be called back.
After the holding penalty, nullifying the touchdown.
11 minutes left to go in this final period. As we previously mentioned, this clock will roll. Gonzalez back in at quarterback. Reggie Ryan, the running back. They hand it off to him. Brexel on the left hash. Gets brought down at around the 15. Tackle made by Jones. Big gain by the big back once again, who's been putting into work in this latter half. As Gonzalez runs over to the Saginaw sideline.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 after the big gain. As we get a replay via SportScope, official replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. With UIL now allowing instant replay for sidelines and coaches, get to the game with SportScope, official replay provider of the Antler Sports Network. Gonzalez has a man on the comeback route. It's caught into the outside. It's Jackson Groves. Groves gets the first down. I think he did. Not too sure.
15, Jackson Groves.
Think they're going to mark him short.
By Diego Gonzalez.
Gonzalez on the tackle for Poly. And no, they are going to mark him short. Gain of 3. 3rd and 1 now for Saginaw. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in this game. At the end of this one, we'll take a break and have our player of the game and close things out. It's a handoff to Baker. Baker, shoulder down, gets the first down and more. Gain of 6 will make it 1st and goal.
Number 2, Corey Baker. Tackle by Gonzalez.
Gonzalez on the tackle once again. We'll make it 1st and goal. A fresh set of downs inside the 5. They'll mark him down at the 4. Eight minutes, 57 seconds. Saginaw approaches the line. 4 out wide, 2 in the slot. Ryan moves from Gonzalez's left now to his right. Saginaw operating for the right hash. Clap of the hands. It's a delayed keeper pushing forward, still marching. It's going to get to the 1. Got a little bit of a push close to the end there. Either way, it will be 2nd out and goal.
Gonzalez stopped at the 1-yard line by number 24, Bert Jones. 2nd and goal.
Jones, his 5th hit of this drive, 5th tackle of this drive. Seems to maybe have a slight cramp in his leg as he'll check out and get a bit of a breather. Here's 2nd and goal. Pushing still. Gonzalez is stuffed, and he might have lost a yard. 3rd and goal now. Polytechnic in their front 4 standing firm as we cross this 8-minute mark.
Loss of a yard. 3rd and goal.
Another 3rd down opportunity here. Saginaw has already converted on a 3rd down in this drive. They've been perfect on 3rd down so far today. 7.5. Clap of the hands by Gonzalez as a keeper again. They go to the well one too many times. It gets brought down in the backfield.
72, Cody
Poly comes up with a huge stop. Cody Manning with the hit, the TFL loss of 2. And now the field goal unit looks like will be coming onto the field for Saginaw. And the first stop of the game for Poly. Force them to go 4 and out and take their 3. about that? Great job by the Poly defense to stick to their guns and just their buffet busters up front. And now the field goal try attempt coming up for Garesa. Have a brief stoppage of play here. Delay of game penalty called against Saginaw. That'll make this field goal try just a tad bit more difficult. Garesa attempting the 25-yard field goal. Now check that. Yeah, it is a 25-yard field goal. Excuse me. Great snap. Hold the kick. Low line drive kick. Up and good. So Saginaw expands their lead with 3 points. Our score with a 6:06 left to go in the fourth. Saginaw 54, Poly 7. Fourth quarter continues after this break on the Antler Sports Network. Seven, 6:06 left to go in the final frame. Saginaw ready to kick things off again after the successful field goal by Roberto Garesa. And he will boot things off yet again. Poly back deep to receive. They'll corral it around the 8 and go the other way with it at the 25 with open field. Maybe one more man to beat and gets brought down. Flag is thrown. Have a slight feeling that the guilty party, maybe Mario Espinosa, immediately put the hands up as the flag was launched. So we go down to Mr. Wilson for the official announcement of the perpetrator. Holding penalty going to be called against Polytechnic. So that'll push him back deep within Parrott territory. First down and 10. 5:47 left to go in this one. They'll mark it down to the 17-yard line. Polytechnic has had to start drives in some pretty comparable positions. They've had to take over from their own 13. They've had to take over from their own 20. They've had to take over from their own 3 as well. That resulted in the first safety Antler Sports Network history clinched by Saginaw's number 8, Cody Anderson. So welcome to the Antler Sports Network record books to the senior. 4 out wide. And Wasidi unable to handle the snap. And that'll be a massive loss. Loss of 10 will make it second down. Now they're going to mark it a loss of 9, making it second down and around 19 to go. 5.5 remaining in this final period. Another reminder that we have one more game tonight over on ASN2. The 19th ranked Rams of Texas Wesleyan University hosts the Stallions of North American in a Student Athletic Conference matchup. 6 p.m. kickoff on ASN2. Another flag has been thrown. Play whistle dead.
Offside. Defense. Five-yard penalty. Replay second down.
So that'll inch the Parrots a bit closer. Still second down and I-20 to go. Wasidi, keeper, pushes through. Past the original line of scrimmage.
Number 3 was Haiti on the carry.
Gain of 5.
Tackle by number 19, Luke Roseberry.
Will make it a much more manageable
30,
3rd down and 8. Tackle was made by Monte White for Saginaw. 4 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in this 4th. Poly after this game on the 20th against Fort Worth foe and the O.D. Wyatt Chaparrals. In other games in 5A Division I Region 1 District 4, next week, South Hills will be taking on Arlington Heights, and Northside will be taking on Pascal. Next week, we'll be back in the DFW as Arlington Seguin takes on Grapevine from Wildman Field, homecoming. Kickoff at 7 p.m. We will also be carrying homecoming festivities pregame. Offsides penalty called against Monte White. Man who got the previous tackle. And now 3rd and 3 for Polytechnic. Slowly but surely inching their way. Wasidi looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Along the number. Sidearm throw. Almost intercepted.
Number 3, Wasidi's
Pass was intended for Johnson. Incomplete. And out punt time for Poly as Martinez will try it back onto the field. .240 and counting. 4th down and 3. As wait a minute, I don't see Martinez on the field. They're going to go over this thing. Can't really blame them either. Offense will stay on. 4 out wide, 2 in the slot. 1 back for Wasidi. Wasidi, 4 yards behind the center, operating for the left hash. Drops back. Has time. Now gets flushed out. Along the right hash on the number. Sidearm throw. Lob pass. It's caught. It's caught. Caught in midfield. Brought down. Move the chains. 1st down, Poly. Pass is cut by Diego Gonzalez.
At midfield, that's a Poly parent. Funky Town.
How about that as a way to move the chains? Wasidi flushed out. Plenty of pressure. Heavily contested ball. Finds a way to thread the needle via our SportScope second look. Now with 1:50 left to go, this drive's going to continue. 1st and 10 from midfield. Second biggest play from scrimmage of the game for Poly. It's going to be a keeper for Wasidi. Wasidi breaks at the 45-40, gets wrestled down after a gain of 12. Move the chains again, 1st and 10. Now seems like Poly might be cooking up something here. Cooking with Crisco, if you would. With 1:20 left to go, this drive keeps surging. Back-to-back big 1st down plays for the Parents. Reminder that after the conclusion of this game, we'll take a short break and announce our player of the game. Stacked receivers. The stack at the bottom of your screen being Nate G and the previously aforementioned Gonzalez. Flags are thrown. It's like the Rough Riders jump once again. Timideo Armiu, the guilty party, donning the number 54. Gives Poly an extra 5. And now, with probably time for 1 or 2 more plays, Wasidi flushed out. Gets to the outside. Bumped out of bounds, 10 seconds left. Gets the 1st down again. Clock will stop as Poly will call for time. And yes, they will. They want time to get 1 more playoff. And honestly, folks, you can't blame them. As the parents talk things over, we'll give our sponsors a chance at a message. Back after this. Saginaw 54, Poly 7 on the Antler Sports Network.
We dream big at Fort Worth ISD. have the academic and extracurricular programs to back it up. Reach for it and dream big. Choose Fort Worth ISD.
Ten seconds left. Polytechnic calling a timeout prior to the break to get one last play out of this thing. Most likely trying to take a strike into the end zone here.
Texas Health, Chick-fil-A, and Verizon.
54-7 our score. It has quite literally been Saginaw since the first play from scrimmage, taking 10 seconds to score on their very first play, the very first play of this game. It's now Wasidi with a 4 wide, looking, directing traffic, still looking at the 30, gets out of bounds, and that will do it. Our final score from Farrington, Saginaw dominance. The Rough Riders 54, the Parents of Polytechnic 7. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our player of the game and more to get you ready for later this evening's game. Back after this, Poly falls at home 54-7 to the Rough Riders of Saginaw on the Antler Sports Network. Once again, our final from Fort Worth, Saginaw winning big on the road against Polytechnic 54-7. Our player of the game for Saginaw is going to be Aiden Collier. Heck of a first half and a heck of a game. 229 yards, 4 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Congratulations to Mr. Collier. That'll do it from Fort Worth. Once again, our final, Sag 54, Poly 7. Until tonight, I'm Jerry Jones. For the rest of our Antler Sports Network crew, thank everyone for tuning in. And until later on tonight, so long, everybody.